I would like to call to order the January 12, 2011 Zoning Commission meeting.
I, Susanna Zarazua Gradine,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws
that I will support the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully
and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
all and
perform all the duties
incumbent upon me
as a zoning commissioner
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we will, agenda item number 3, election of the 2011 chairman. We'll open the floor for nominations.
Nominate Michael Marchand.
Second it.
Are there any other nominations?
Move nominations closed.
Second.
The floor is closed for nominations. And we'll go ahead and do a roll call vote, or we're just going to go ahead and just
No, I
do it by
think-
acclamation.
I was going to say, I move the same slate we have for planning commission. Historically, we've had the same, so let's just keep it the same.
Second.
Done.
Okay.
Okay.
What does Robert's rule say about that?
Yeah, let's just do it. It's done.
Left in the dust.
Skip the rules. Let's just do it.
Okay.
Hey, don't turn red, Mr.
I-
Director. Oh, my God, you look like a ripe tomato.
He's red.
Okay. At this time, we'll go ahead, we'll do the roll call of the members. All members are present and accounted. At this time, we'll open up the public comment period. Anyone wishing to address the commission, please come up, sign in with the secretary, and you'll get your 3 minutes to speak. No one wishing to speak. We have the acceptance of the minutes from the December 8, 2010 zoning meeting.
Second.
Motion by Howard Dawson, seconded by Bob Nance to adopt the minutes. Is there any opposition or discussion? Motion passes. It's time we'll, I see agenda item 8, public hearing to amend the Ascension Parish Development Code for recommendation. Zoning review ID 2133.11, Lot 3-A-3 of the Larry F. Jumanville property for Larry J. Jumanville. Who's here to represent this property?
Yes, my name is Larry Jumanville, and I just want to, I guess, get it rezoned. I don't know exactly what I need to do. I'm just gonna see what I got to do. I want to I work on ATVs and motorcycles, and I want to build a small shop to where I can work on them by my house. I live right there, and I got an acre across the driveway or the road, and I just wanted to see if that was possible for me to build a shop and to do that.
Not in your current zoning, not if you want to operate a business.
Right.
Actual business, you're not zoned to do that. I don't know, did you have a chance to sit down and talk with Mr. Lance Brock, our zoning official, about this
Not much.
proposal?
Not really.
Okay. You were zoned in a rural area.
Right.
And, of course, there are only certain allowances, and it's, of course, based with flooding and the infrastructure, the roads. Your request, the infrastructure really doesn't support your request. You need to have better roads, conditions and so forth in order to accommodate that higher density zoning.
Right.
Because even though you're only talking about doing a shop for yourself today, once it's zoned that way, then
I can do whatever I want.
yeah, it's available to anything allowed in that zoning designation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and then you may only want it for one thing, but if somebody else comes along and offers you the right amount of money for it too, of course, you want to sell your property. then they can go and do whatever they want, and it could create some larger problems for us in the future.
Right.
So, really, your request isn't consistent with the zoning classification back in that area.
Right. And there's nothing that I can do to where I could be able to do this at all.
You're doing it right now. You're going through the process.
Right.
This is it.
I hear you.
You get the opportunity to plead, of course, plead your case before the commission, make and the commission will weigh the pros and cons. And this is only a recommendation. We said our vote is actually only a recommendation. It goes before the parish council.
Right.
They will have the final say
Okay.
in this matter.
And I was reading like a mixed use type thing. It says if the business is needed in an area, it's allowable. And I don't know what that exactly means.
There's still the burden of proof rests with you that the business is needed in the area.
So I need to come back
So
with
it's-
a case. And
Yeah,
do this
it
again.
would be, right now though, your application is for rural to crossroad commercial.
Right.
So that's what we're looking at right
Right.
now.
Okay. So I could try this again and come back more prepared and
It's up to you. If you want to withdraw your application and revise it, I would suggest that you meet with Mr. Brock and Mr. Compton and sit down and explain to them exactly what you're wanting to do. And, of course, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to make any recommendations to you.
all right. Well, I guess that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
So,
Well, can I sit down and talk to those two fellas?
yes, sir, you can.
Because I'm his grandfather. I worked all my life to give him that piece of property so he can do what he wants with it. And I've been sitting in this room for the last 2.5 hours, and I heard y'all okay a subdivision, which I have lived in that area for 20-something years, and the whole road floods. It goes completely over that fence that y'all seen on that TV up there. So if y'all can do something on that order, why can y'all stop an individual from putting up something in his area? Now, we don't live in Prairieville, because I went through that hassle with Tommy Martin there about 6 or 7 years ago when he was parish president back then, about everybody moving into Prairieville, and they had to have property on Severio Canal to be able to dig their ditch wider, well, I call it a ditch, but it's a canal, so that it goes straight to the pumping station to drain all these people. I didn't want to give them any right of way, but I was forced to. Which I don't think I live in Russia, I think I live in the United States of America. And the same thing goes with this boy. I mean, how would you like if you want to put something in your yard and you say, no, the planning zone say you can't do it? I realize you have to have laws, but it seemed to me it should be able a way to get around this. Now, I talked to this fellow in the red shirt, him, over at the plant, and I asked him, how would he do it? He said he didn't know. So I said, well, let's get it rezoned. So I'm here to find out what it would take to satisfy you people.
Well, to start with, I never told you, or I never said in any way, shape, or form that we wouldn't let him do anything.
No, I agree with you.
Okay,
haven't
but
said that.
that's what you said earlier. You know, some of your statements alluded to that.
Right.
Okay, that hasn't been the case. I simply gave him a simple explanation of of the process. And he's and of course right now he is in, but he's got to make up his mind exactly what it is he wants. He's asking for crossroad commercial, which you don't live at an intersection.
No,
Roger C. Road is not an intersection as far as, okay,
What we had asked for
What?
was going commercial. We didn't say anything about a crossroad.
well,
I want to get together with these two fellas right
well,
here.
and that's fine, sir, and you're more than welcome to. I'm sure they'd love to sit down and talk with you about this more. The thing is, right now, I need to know if your grandson is officially withdrawing his application to request a rezoning of his property, or is he wanting to proceed with it? That's what I'm trying to find out right now.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Dumas.
I guess maybe let's just go ahead and answer the question, but I mean, if the answer is that he wants to proceed with it, let's just go ahead and proceed with it. I mean, hopefully staff has advised him of what the standards are, what the requirements are.
So, right now, and this question is for your grandson, so, I need to find out.
I'm grown
Yeah,
up, I can handle this.
Do you want to proceed with your application to request a rezoning of this property from rural to crossroad commercial, or do you want to withdraw your application, get with staff and revise it, or what do you want to do?
I want to withdraw it, and we're going to revise it, and we're going to do this all over again. And we'll keep it like that.
So I have the applicant making a request to withdraw his application, which will be brought back up at a later date. We don't know when, that's,
Of his choosing.
okay. So, pardon?
That's it.
That's it.
Mr. Chairman, if I might.
Sir.
Sir, by your grandson withdrawing his
Right.
his request at this point in time, had it been turned down, there's some time constraints before he could reapply under the same, to come back under the same criteria. So this is really the best thing till he figures out exactly how he wants to do it, works with staff, and develops a little bit better game plan.
Well, the first time I went on this recommendation about doing it on, having it rezoned to commercial, I don't know nothing about a crossroad deal, okay? That's new when I looked at it tonight when I looked at the paper. But whatever it takes for him to see if he can open up a shop. That's all we want.
Well, right now, he's officially withdrawn his application. He can go ahead and meet with staff, and
All right, guys.
they can work this
I
out.
still have to get with these two fellas, because he's working all
You
the...
still got to get with those two fellas, yes, sir.
Okay, so...
Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn?
No, hold on.
Let's go, man. Let's,
Substitute motion to continue.
that's right. Okay, subcommittee. Oh, I forgot about it. I apologize, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and appoint our zoning subcommittee, which will be Commissioners Bob Nance, Dan Satterley, Howard Dalton, and Susanna Sarazua Grading. Mr. Nance, you have any announcements that you want to make? Which, of course, any commissioners that cannot or do not wish to serve on a subcommittee, submit something to me in writing, and we'll go from there. Mr. Nance?
Okay, as temporary chair until we can elect a chair, we'll have a meeting following the subdivision ordinance subcommittee on January the 25th, and we'll be at 6 o'clock.
I'm sorry, I have a Board of Adjustments meeting on the fourth Tuesday of every month, which
This
that
is the
falls-
first, well, that's right, that's the 25th.
Right, yes, sir.
That's right, so that
That's
is,
at
so-
6, yes, sir.
That is-
What day is convenient for you?
Any day but the fourth Tuesday and the second Wednesday.
Well, how about the fourth, how about Wednesday then?
Okay, yes, sir, that's fine.
The 26th, at 5 o'clock then.
Items of discussion at your meeting, if any?
Yeah, we're gonna be looking at the zoning tables, PUDs, SPUDs, and TNDs. That's about it.
All right.
And if for some reason someone can't make it, please give me a call. And I do have one question for legal, if I may.
Go ahead.
At these meetings, I know we're limited to 4 people on the committee showing up. Are we going to have any kind of problem like, I'd like to see what's going on too. I might want to go to Milton's, but just to observe. Can I do that?
If you're acting as a citizen, you can sit in on the meeting.
Okay, but we don't run into a problem with having a quorum for the,
You shouldn't if you're just
Okay.
participating
I
as
just
a
wanna make sure,
citizen
'cause-
and observing.
okay, thank you.
All right, item 10, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Milton Cluot, seconded by Bob Nance to adjourn. Any opposition or discussion? We're adjourned.